Hey, what's happening? It's your boy Cupid, and right now you're chilling on the VIP section right now with Ms.Drama queen. You already know how she do it. So it is.
Yeah, this is your girl, Miss Candace. We're in the VIP section right now with Cupid, Louisiana representing. That's what it is right now. First of all, we just want to get to this Cupid shuffle, okay? It's going on real big. Louisiana's doing it up. I mean, you are on the map. You're representing for it. First of all, is it like the new electric slide? Tell me about the Cupid shuffle. How did it come about?
It kind of sort of is, man. Like the Cupid shuffle, when I first recorded it, I wanted it to be like an introduction to who Cupid is.
Right.
Like as far as, they say I'm a rapper and I say, I am an R&B singer and I strive on it. Also, it's kind of like I wanted to do something that was on a positive note where it wasn't too old for the young kids, but it wasn't too young for the older people. And it's funny because like when you go on the internet, you see grandma, babies, everybody doing it. And I think that like the world was missing that record that you could put on that everybody can do, and that everybody can just unify except the black, white, old, young, anything.
Right.
The world was just lacking that because we talk so much about unifying and all of that. Needed that one record that could do that, and also introduce myself into the industry as a singer and not just a singer with one record.
Right. So you don't consider yourself a rapper. What do you consider yourself? I mean, if people had to put you in a category, what would they call you? I'm an
R&B singer, but categorize myself really a lot. You look at artists like R. Kelly, who would be the king of R&B, but he can do so many different things. But I am an R&B guy, like hands down. Like I can't rap. Like if you got me to freestyle, it wouldn't work. I just can't. But singing is what I do, and I just want to be part. I just want my face to be in the midst of all the other artists, like in the R&B movement right now.
Right. And talking about that movement, I mean, while you have people who are going to be very excited about it, especially the Southern movement that's happening as of late, how do you feel about those who aren't that happy for you and are kind of critical about what you're doing, saying maybe this is a mistake in hip hop or music in general? I mean, how do you deal with that coming at you?
Cat Williams said it best. So that's what it is, man. I mean, everybody's gonna have something to say, whether it's positive or negative. But you just feed on the positive. But the little hip hop thing, it's just so sad that you don't hear heavy metal guys singing. That's not real heavy metal. They unify together, and it's just cool. And it's sad that we always the ones that hip hop talking about this outside. But internally in hip hop is what the problem is. You got the people who are so critical and so self-centered and so small-minded that they can't open up to what's going on musically and that is evolving. So those people right there are really irrelevant because most of the people who are doing that aren't selling records. They have no real stand in the music game. And all the ones who are evolving and adapting to what's going on are the ones who are successful.
So, that being said, how do you really feel about hip-hop as a whole? I mean, is it dead? Is it alive? Is it rehab? I mean, what's going on with hip-hop right now
it's alive.
in your perspective?
It's alive. It's bananas. Like, it's bananas. You got millions of ringtones being sold. You got artists from every coast. It's bananas. Again, you have to look at the people who are making these comments. Are they selling records? Anybody who's selling records right now, I'd say is alive. So it's just a matter of, we understand where it came from. It depends on how you define it. But myself, I'm a musician. I do make music. So if you like the music, you can put it, right now, in some markets, my station is playing on almost 5 different formats. Contemporary, adult R&B, like hip-hop. I've never categorized myself because at the end of the day, you want to be able to reach as broad of an audience as you can.
So what can be expected on this album that will attract people in these different regions and areas? What can we expect on your album? By the way, when is it coming out?
September 11th, and it's titled Time for a Change.
Wow.
It's just time for a change in a positive direction. All my music, I don't have, this is the parental sticker on there, so that's real important. And also...
so it's people-friendly music.
Yes. And also, again, at this point in time, I focus on the positive. Like, I went through so much, and I can sit down and figure out 99 negative things to think about, but I just got a record deal, and I'm doing real well, and I'm getting the support of the fans. So, even with the music, I try to dwell on, I have a song called Don't Love Her to Death, which talks about if you're in a relationship, don't love her to the point where you have to take her life.
Ooh. Wow.
It's real deep.
Please don't.
And there's a lot of guys who feel like they can just do that, and how would you like it if somebody hit your mom or your sister?
Right.
So But rather than bashing and going against them, I try to get them to look at the positive. Like, you know, just look at it from if it were your family. Like, you wouldn't want that. So, you know, I just really focus on the positive aspects of R&B right now.
And that's a good thing, but there are negative aspects as well. How do you feel about artists that kind of put that a little bit violence in their music? I mean, how do you feel about that when you hear that?
Well, you know, it's going on, and it's reality, and it's being talked about. And I just feel like, you know, whatever your content may be, you know, just always have a way to explain what you're talking about.
Okay.
You know, because a lot of people, you know, in anything we do, everything's worded wrong, and everything is worded in ways to where, you know, people misinterpret it.
Right.
I think that, you know, music is music, and the messages in music need to be presented. Personally, I just feel like I want to be the person to just take it to the positive direction.
Okay.
For whatever anybody else does, just, you know, I jam everybody.
Right.
I got everybody in the deck, so.
So do you feel that music in general should be more so conscious than what it is right now? I mean, that being said, you're trying to come on a conscious point, but music out there now is kind of a little bit at times violent, and there's been a lot of scrutiny, not only for hip-hop, but just music and lyrics and what we say about the people. How do you feel about that whole issue? I mean, do you feel like there should be people out there such as Reverend Al Sharpton or other people who are very adamant about changing the music, or you think like, you know what, music is going to be a reflection of the people, let it be what it is?
That's exactly what it's going to be. You know, there's this thing called the First Amendment, and there's nothing you can do about that. So I think everybody just needs to take time to explain what they're talking about. Like, we're not asking everybody to be on Disney. You know what I mean? But, you know, just be a little cautious of what's going on and just what you're saying. But as music is self-expression. Music is whatever you want to get out. So I commend everybody for doing music and doing music well.
Okay. So at the end of the day, what do you hope people will get out of your album that's coming up September 11th again?
Just a positive, fun record that you can put in with your fam. You know, you can get a lot of information from, a lot of love from, a lot of like different like answers to a lot of questions that, you know, people don't want to talk about. I really try to focus on that. At the end of the day, it's all about love. You know what I mean?
Okay. So one last thing before I go. I'm known as the drama queen. I like to, you know, bring a little heat to the whole message going on. Now, a couple things. First of all, I heard you have a Latin shuffle. What's that about?
Pitbull and Baby Bash. Appreciate
How did that
y'all.
come about?
Well,
How did that come about?
Everybody wants the record. Like, well, if you go on like some of the Caribbean trips, you know, they play it on the ships out there. So, you know.
And how does it, I mean, you know, is there a different dance to it?
No, it's the same dance.
It's the same dance?
You know, it's just like in different languages on certain parts.
Okay.
So that, you know.
So, and you know, just kind of touching a couple other things too. I mean, political 2007 November. Are you going to be voting? I'm
on the vote, and whoever wins has to do the shuffle. That's what it is. That's the victory dance.
All right, and you're not telling who you're going to vote for? No, going to keep that a secret. All right, thank you, Cupid, for staying in the VIP section with your girl, Miss Candace, of course, also known as the Drama Queen. Make sure you check out this album. You know it's going to be hot. Get your shuffle on, get your dance on. 2007, baby, September 11th.